Who needs a Mevo?
We do, and you do too.
Okay, let's get started. Okay, so today we're just gonna have fun. Sound like fun?
Sounds like a lot of fun.
With a new thingy. It's called a Mevo, and it's right in front of us, right there.
You've probably seen it before. There's a picture on the screen right now of what a Mevo is, and they are tiny.
Oh, I know. It's
cameras.
amazing how little it is. It's a video camera, and it was developed by Livestream. You know, that company that where you can stream things live. In fact, that's how I watch a lot of Boise State basketball games that aren't available on networks, but they're available through Livestream. And so, you guessed it, you can do live streaming video through Livestream, also through Facebook Live, which I've seen some of your crazy Facebook Live videos about in the kitchen with your kids or something. Just really, really fascinating videos, by the way. Anyhow, I'm gonna ask Chris the questions because he's the Mevo expert. I'm still learning about it. I'm looking at the pictures right now on his iPad, but tell us about Mevo. What is it? How does it work?
Okay, so Mevo is a camera and an app combination that takes a 4K camera and turns it into a switchable multicam setup. Now, maybe this doesn't make any sense at all, so I'll actually show you what it looks like. So I'm using the iPad right here with a multi-camera setup. Now, there's just one camera, but yet we can go to Barbara's astonished look, right? We can come back to a wide shot of both of us together, right? Or we can go to Chris's thoughtful ponderings.
It doesn't last very long.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. But the idea is that this is a single camera that performs the function of a multi-camera
It's amazing. So you don't have to have a bunch of different cameras all over the place.
So let's show you just a little bit about how it works. Now, it shoots ultimately in 4K, but it broadcasts in 720p. So it is the lighter end of high def. Now, in the 4K world that we live in, we might consider, say, 4K as true high def and 1080p as dumb high def, but 720 still counts as high definition compared to standard definition.
Especially if you're doing live streaming, because you want them to be at maybe a smaller streaming size or something, because more people can get it.
Exactly. So right now, we are looking at our app here with a single image. A moment ago, I just had the multiple panes that showed you the shots that were set up. But right now, you should see these little yellow blocks on the screen, and these are shots that I've set up in advance. So if I want to go to the medium 2 shot right here, or I can go down here, go to the wide shot of us, I just tap on the different parts of the screen. You'll notice the blue around each of our faces. It's actually tracking us. Now move back and forth so people can see the blue tracking our bodies, and so that you can actually say, Barbara, we're going to take Barbara for a moment. Go ahead and lean back and forth and show them what it does. Right? It kind of follows you. It's a very, very cool camera. So why would we want one of these for the classroom, Barbara? Riddle me that.
Well, they're easy to use, and you can do multiple angles. And so if you had a bunch of different students and you wanted to show individually what they were doing, also you can pinpoint what they're working on too. So you could actually show them working on their computer. So I suppose it's just an easier way to have multiple angles with just one camera. The setup is pretty simple.
It gives it a really nice professional look that you could produce anything you want. Now, we're not actually live streaming this right now. We're recording it to the onboard.
What I was going to ask you.
Yeah, we're recording it to the onboard HD card in there. Well, it's SD card, excuse me. And just capturing these camera angles, just making these live cuts like we're a live broadcast right now. And it's an incredibly cool app. It's $400 for the camera.
Wow, that's not bad.
It really isn't bad.
It's not cheap, but it's not bad.
No, but that's
what it can do.
Exactly. That's ask the principal for money kind of money. That's not like we're going to buy a whole brand new system of worth lots of money. A $400 camera is something that is
set it up
achievable.
in your classroom. You can live stream, but you can also record to the SD card.
Correct.
And then you can use the the multiple angles, that's when you can edit it when you're doing the final production. I mean, you can decide which
you do
shots.
it live. It's live.
So you have to have, so someone has to have it's only through iOS, right? The Apple mobile operating system. So somebody has to be looking at it
There
through their
might be
iPhone.
an Android version. There might be an Android version.
Someone has to be looking at it on their mobile device, though, and making those edits as so that's the difference.
But as you see, we don't have a
multiple
producer.
cameras.
Yes, yeah, but we don't have a producer in here with us right now. I'm doing all of the live cuts myself. Surprising, I don't take more live cuts of me. But
I don't know how that happens. And also, Chris showed me there's also another feature where it autopilot sort of feature.
Oh, right.
Where it will automatically, like when Google Hangouts, when you talk and your face shows up on the screen, it'll automatically switch to the person talking. So maybe you'd want to use that feature sometime if you didn't want to have somebody editing the
So I put it on autopilot here. Let's see what it does and how quickly it jumps around. Maybe it's a live musical performance. Maybe it's a speech.
But I hadn't thought about a live musical performance.
But it's taking the camera angles at a fairly rapid pace to choose what's most meaningful to show, and it just makes those decisions randomly. So,
and the fact that it follows you is a very interesting feature.
Yeah, it is.
Because let's say you're a teacher in the classroom and you actually, or let's say you're a principal and you want to kind of see what a teacher's doing in the classroom. You could set up one of these, obviously, and watch it. And the teacher would almost have to do nothing. I mean, you have to set it up in front of them to begin
what about
with.
using it for just a little bit of self-reflective activity? A colleague comes in and says, we're just going to set up the camera for a little while and show you some things. And they may notice things going on that the teacher doesn't. They can zoom in on those students, kind of show those things. Also, creating your own in-class show of any kind. Speeches and things like that.
Speeches would be great because the students could then look at what they did afterwards. It's so much easier to look at your video. This looks like a great little
It's a really, really cool camera. I bought it for myself because I thought it was so cool.
Well, we have it on a tripod, obviously, which is very simple and it has its own little microphone.
Yep.
And
now, it's picking up the audio right now on the iPad. You can also plug in external audio to it in other places.
And it has its own little Wi-Fi, so it doesn't require that you have a Wi-Fi connection actually in the room because you connect your device to its little Wi-Fi signal.
Correct.
I mean, that sounds so simple. It could work in any classroom.
It transmits its own Wi-Fi signal, and you can connect your thing to it.
I wonder if they'll come up with discounts for educators.
I wonder if they will.
That would be cool.
Maybe there's more info in the description down below. Yeah, thank you, Mevo.
Yeah.
Send us a couple more of these. Anyway, thanks a lot for hanging out with us. This has been really cool. As you heard, it's time for us to go. But remember, as always, like, subscribe, share this video with your favorite teacher friends because they will want to know about the Mevo camera.
And is that the bell?
It rang a minute ago.
Oh,
didn't you hear it?
I didn't hear it.
She's,
well, we're going to talk about this in our extracurricular though, about the pros and cons of live stream video versus recording. Should be exciting.
I like it. See you around.
Bye.